I used to believe that if you loved someone, they would always know it. That love did not need explaining, that it showed itself naturally, through care and guidance. I was wrong. For a long time, I thought my daughter was drifting away because she did not care enough. I told myself she was busy, that life had distracted her, that this was just how children became adults. But deep down, I felt something else, a quiet distance, a space that kept growing, even when we were in the same room. My daughter, Emily, used to be the kind of child who followed me everywhere. If I moved from the kitchen to the living room, she followed. If I sat down, she sat beside me. She told me everything. Who she liked at school, what made her afraid, what she dreamed of becoming. I thought that meant I was doing something right. As she grew older, I became proud of her discipline, her manners, her ability to behave properly in front of others. People often told me, "You raised her well." I held on to those words. What I did not see was how carefully she chose what to share with me, how often she swallowed her feelings before they reached her lips. When Emily was a teenager, she became quieter. I assumed it was normal. Teenagers change. They pull away. When she stayed in her room longer, I told myself she needed space. When she stopped asking for advice, I told myself she was becoming independent. And when she stopped coming home as often after she married, I told myself this was simply life moving forward. But silence has a way of sitting heavy when you ignore it for too long. At family gatherings, Emily smiled politely. She helped in the kitchen. She asked about my health, but she did not stay long. She left early, always early. I noticed she rarely disagreed with me. She nodded instead, smiled, changed the subject. At first, I thought that was respect. Later, I understood it was caution. There were small moments I brushed aside, comments I made without thinking. "You should dress a little more modestly. You're too sensitive." That's not how we did things in our time. I believed I was guiding her, helping her. I did not realize how heavy those words landed, how they stacked on top of each other, year after year. One day, after she had left another visit early, I said out loud, "I don't understand why she never wants to stay." The words surprised even me. That night, I replayed our conversations in my head. What had I said? What had I not said? Still, I convinced myself I had done my best. Time passed. Months went by without visits. Phone calls became shorter. Texts replaced conversations. I felt hurt, confused, a little angry. I had given her everything, sacrificed so much. Why did she feel so far away? The truth came slowly, in a way I did not expect. Emily invited me to her home one afternoon. Just the two of us. She made tea, set it carefully on the table. Her hands shook slightly as she sat down. I felt something tighten in my chest. She took a deep breath. "Mom," she said, "there's something I need to tell you." I nodded, suddenly afraid. "I've spent years feeling like I'm never enough around you," she said quietly. The words felt sharp, even though her voice was gentle. I wanted to defend myself, explain, correct her, but something in her face stopped me. She wasn't angry. She was tired. "I love you," she continued, "but every time I come home, I feel like I'm being measured, judged, corrected." I opened my mouth to speak, then closed it. She went on. "When I was younger, I learned that it was safer to stay quiet than to disappoint you." My chest tightened. "I thought I was helping you," I whispered. "I know," she said. "That's what makes this so hard." That sentence stayed with me. Love, when mixed with control, can still cause pain. She told me how she felt growing up, how she learned to hide parts of herself, how she feared making mistakes in front of me. I never felt like I could just be me, she said. I felt tears rise, but I did not stop her. For once, I listened. I thought about my own upbringing, how love was strict, how approval was earned. I realized I had passed that lesson on without questioning it. I reached for her hand. I never wanted to hurt you, I said. I know, she replied. But intent doesn't erase impact. That was a hard truth to swallow. We sat there in silence. Not the heavy kind, the honest kind. I don't need you to be perfect, she said softly. I just need you to see me. Something inside me shifted then. For years, I believed being a good parent meant shaping your child into who you thought they should be. I was learning, far too late, that love also means letting go. The weeks after that conversation were uncomfortable. I caught myself before speaking, before correcting. Sometimes I failed, but I apologized. Emily noticed. Slowly, she stayed longer when she visited. She laughed more freely. She spoke without fear. Our relationship did not heal overnight, but it began to breathe again. Now, when I think back, I understand something important. Children don't drift away because they don't love you. They drift away when they don't feel safe being themselves. If I could go back, I would listen more, correct less, love louder. And if you are listening right now, wondering why someone you love feels distant, ask yourself gently, have they been heard or only shaped? Because love grows strongest where understanding lives. And sometimes the bravest thing a parent can do is learn to listen.